Welcome back to the YouTube channel of the Windsurf Coach. It's great to have you back.
It all looks so peaceful and quiet at this moment. Brouwersdam, the southern part of the Netherlands. But tomorrow it's gonna be damn X day. The Saturday is gonna be amazing because then everything will start. You can feel the energy. Everybody wants to be on the water. Unfortunately, the weather forecast, the wind forecast, I must say, isn't that great. In the morning, I don't think we will do much sailing, but we have to pick up everything. We have the skippers meeting and we have to meet all our friends from the past years. So that is not that bad. In the afternoon, the wind will pick up and I think there will be a few races. It's gonna be slalom on the fin, on the foil, and it's gonna be wing foiling this time. As it's the first time that DAM-X will allow the wing foil to enter the competition, I'm gonna join.
But before the races start, there are some free clinics by the pros. It's about wing foiling, about wind foiling, about windsurfing, how to be prepared for tomorrow.
Will it be pin or boat?
Ga jij het water op en wil je misschien die tweede race wel het zeil pakken, nou, dan kan je hem alvast voorbereiden. Maar ook nogmaals, niet opgetuigd. Als je in ieder geval maar weet hoe lang je verlengen moet, hoe lang je giek moet worden.
Dat het gewoon klaar ligt met het verlengen. Ja. En ja, dus misschien meer luiigheid. Dat ik denk, ja, vaak toch maar één zeil, de andere heb ik binnen 5 minuten opgetuigd.
During the whole weekend there will be a board sports market. So if you need new gear, this is the latest gear by all the main brands. You can check it out and maybe even test it. But I'm already getting quite hungry, so it's time to have a nice dinner with some friends. There's already quite a line for the registration on Friday evening, but the latest time you can register is on Saturday morning. And after you've got your registration done, there's a nice goodie bag waiting for you.
Saturday morning race day. As you can see behind me, the boats are already preparing the race course and the skippers meeting will be in about 45 minutes from now. That means 9:30 local time.
Kom wat dichterbij. Het is niet heel warm deze ochtend, maar daar hebben we wat op verzonnen.
En langzaam terug. En dan niet te ver terug, hè, want dan is die niet meer gezellig vandaag. Nog een keer, daarvoor. Yes, en terug.
Met de temperaturen, ook al baal je ervan, misschien maken wij ook een keer een fout als we zeggen, we halen je uit het water.
Het is voor iedereen.
After the official opening by the elder man, it's time to prepare my gear. I checked my heat. I'm in the first heat of 2 wing heats. At DAM-X you will never feel alone. What you see right now is just a little part of all the participants who will join the slalom races in the southern part of Holland. As the wind is light, we're gonna start first with the pros who have the foils and the youth pros, and thereafter the wing foilers. I'm gonna take you along on one of my heats. Now we're heading for the start line. On the left you can see Felix Drent, the Dutch champion. We're preparing to go full speed over the start line. The wind is a bit too light for my combination, but I don't mind. I have a 6.0 2022 SLS slick by Duotone and I'm riding my F4 free ride foil. It's an 800 square centimeter, but it's a lot of fun. It's maybe not as fast as the really fast top guys are. You can see the top 3 pulling away and I'm having a nice battle with the guy with the F1. The nice thing about races like this is that everybody will fight the battles on its own level. As you can see, the top is pulling away and then you'll find yourself in a pack who is at approximately the same speed, and then it will be fun. We're now approaching the first mark, and the guy with the yellow and white duotone Alula wing is pretty fast. I see he's approaching me pretty quickly, but I still have the edge on him right now. As the whole foil game is very much about equipment, I should have taken my race wings, but I'm really happy with the free ride wings. They feel so comfortable and I can just relax and have a good time. But unfortunately, with the top guys, of course, I will lack a bit of speed. This guy probably had a bad start, but with his speed he can make up quite a bit of ground. But I will not go down without a fight. We're approaching the second mark and let's see if we can gain a little bit. Here we round. I'll take the short line, the inside line, and let's see. Yeah, now I'm slowly reeling him in, but I'm afraid as soon as he got some free air that he will be pulling away from me. I was hoping to get in front of him to cover him, but unfortunately that didn't happen, so now he's faster. We're approaching the third mark. Let's see if I can gain some ground or if he makes a mistake, and then of course I will be on him. I did gain some ground, but the gap between us was too big and I just couldn't catch him. But that's mark number 4 ahead, and that means another shot for me. I see he made a little mistake. He had a little touchdown that slows him down. That means that I can get closer. It's a pretty fun game being the underdog with the slower equipment, but then again, I know I'm on free ride gear and not on race gear, so let's push him to the max. We are already approaching the last mark before the finish, so this is my last shot. The wind looks very light ahead, so I must pick up some speed before I initiate my jibe, otherwise I might just fall off and then the whole pack behind will roll me. I see I have quite a gap to the group behind me, so I don't need to worry. As long as I don't make any mistakes and fall off the foil, I'll finish in 5th place. That's the finish boat ahead, so they record everybody that passes the finish line. After 3 races with the wing foils, it's time for the fin.
The first heats are done by the pros, and you guys, what have you done?
We're delayed.
Delayed? Oh my goodness.
Start is deleted, so we have to wait a little while.
Did you have a good start?
From the weekend, yes. On the water, less.
Okay. So
not windy enough. Maybe in about 10 minutes we can go on the water again.
it's a wrap. No more sailing today. The wind has died. It started raining and it's already late. But tonight there's gonna be a big party.
But before the famous Damn X party, it's dinner time. When the sun sets, it's time for the freestylers and the free foilers. A great show before the sun goes down. And if you still have any energy left after a day of racing, you can also join the famous Damn X party at Saturday night. Okay, I know you've had not enough sleep, but the wind is howling and the question on everybody's mind is, what shall I rig? These guys are rigging everything between 5.7 and 7.0, but who is right and who is wrong? We're gonna find out in a minute when the races start.
Roel Zwijnenburg next to me, he's gonna explain what we're gonna do on day 2 Damn X 2024.
Good morning.
Very good morning.
Yeah, really. It's cold, 11 degrees, around 80-20 knots, so it looks good, but the wind will drop very fast this afternoon, so hopefully we will race all guys and girls today. We're going to start with the retired pro, then the masters and the men, and then we're going to decide if the wind drops too fast. We're going to start with the foil, and afterwards we're going to start with the younger guys, so the guys till 14, the ladies, the girls, and the boys 15 to 18 years. We're with a lot of competitors, 264 we expect today, if all are there, and so we're really happy. It looks like the people like to come over to Damn X to the party and the event. That's the most important part, and today will be challenging because the wind direction, well, we could manage to set a proper course. If it turns too far to the north, then we're closed up to the land, so it's a little bay.
Yeah.
And then it will be really difficult.
There are so many categories, there are so many competitors waiting to go. They start heat after heat, so everybody gets to race. Another green flag is up and another race is started. As soon as the green flag is up, you are allowed to cross the start line and go for it. Round a few marks and head for the finish line. After the fin, it's time for the pros. They are on their foils and they are fast. Followed by the wingfoilers, and I'm gonna take you along on one of the heats on day 2 as well. You can see the red flag is up on the starting boat. That means less than 2 minutes to go. I've started my timer, so I know at what time I must start the heat. I try to be at the finish line at full speed at 0 seconds. Especially when the skills of the competitors and the speed of the competitors is approximately the same, you must assure a good start to get a nice end result. At this moment I'm sailing away from the starting line, heading for the first mark, only more upwind. Then I will turn around, sail back to the starting line, cross it upwind, jibe back to the starting line and hopefully cross it at 0 seconds at full speed. So now I'm sailing back to the starting line. You can already see the starting boat in the distance. A quick look on my countdown watch and it looks like everything is going according to plan at this moment. I'm crossing the starting line upwind and I will sail away from it, try to find a clear area to jibe and then head for the starting line and the first mark. It's clear, so I'll make my jibe. I'm not the only one. Oh, the wind is a bit light, but let's try to find some speed. As I slow down, I think I will be a bit late. The green flag will be up soon now. And there they go, and that means that I'm 1 second late, but okay, that's acceptable. The numbers 1, 2 and 3 are too fast for me, so I just try to hold on to my position at this moment. In front you can see that the numbers 1 and 2 have pulled away quite considerably already. The leaders are now making the jibe around the first mark and then head for the second mark. Now it's my turn to jibe and I'm still in 4th position. I'm pretty happy with the speed of my free ride foil. I changed from an 800 that I used in the light wind to a 600 front wing. And what I really love about my foil is that I am pretty fast and still the control is magnificent. I see one of the faster guys coming up from behind, but at this moment I'm still able to hold him off. At least he won't be able to catch me before the second mark. This is the same guy I've been battling on Saturday, so the race is on. At the marks I always gain a bit of ground, so that is good news for me. That gives me a little room to breathe. But let's see what happens at mark 3. Unfortunately, his straight line speed is much higher than mine, so I won't be able to hold him off before the third mark. So let's hope that he loses a bit of ground at the third mark and I can gain a bit more, but it looks like he will win this battle. He's already at the third mark, he's too far ahead. If he doesn't make a mistake, I won't be able to beat him in this heat. I see no more threats from behind. It means that if I won't make a mistake, the 5th place will be secure. In the distance you can already see the finish boat, and let's say hi to them to thank them for all their time and work. I've had a fantastic weekend. So let's jump for joy. And a big thank you to the whole damn X crew for organizing such an amazing event.
Well, it's 1:30. We already did quite a few races. We started at 10:30 and have been racing all day long. We've seen quite a bit of action and it was great. Everybody gets to sail 3 heats, I think, today. At this moment the youth is still racing. The youth on the fin, that is, as the pro fleet, the youth pro fleet and the wingers are already finished for today. We've raced 6 races in 2 days. That's not too bad. We have quite a bit of wind today. It's now slowly dying a bit, but this was the perfect day to end the racing of DAM-X.
Let's go back to the board sports market and see who we bump into.
I'm Andrea. I'm owner of Point 7.
I think you have a big fan over here.
Yes, it's true. I only have Point 7 sales, so...
I hear you're back.
I'm back into racing, yes, but not with, let's say I'm not hungry to win, but I'm hungry to have fun.
Let's now try to find a local hero.
I'm Tom Verhoff, living here in Zierikzee.
Yeah.
Local at the Brouwersdam.
Of course.
So, and we're here at the Nest stand.
And what have you been doing?
I've been doing some wave and some slalom, but this weekend mostly slalom.
How did you do?
Yeah, pretty great. I became 3rd just with free race gear.
It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, the last day of DAM-X, and as you can see behind me there is nobody on the water anymore. It's all nice and quiet as it was before DAM-X. But what remains is the memory of a fantastic weekend. We've had fin action, we have had foil action, we have been sailing for 2 days.
And now it's time for the prize giving and the tombola, of course. But before we get there, the final of the boom hang competition.
Zo willen we het horen. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start de tijd. De bank is weg onder jullie. Succes allemaal.
Looking back, I've had a great weekend. I even finished 7th in the wing competition, and that's not too bad as I was using free ride gear just to have fun.
Well, with this we conclude a perfect weekend. The sun is setting now over Brouwersdam and we've had a fantastic weekend. I really do hope you liked this video about Dam X 2024. If you did, of course, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel of the Windsurf Coach. And thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the water.